full names, and where possible, telling us whether you're an FCPA, you're a lawyer, you're a CPA, so that we're able to address you correctly. Let's start with Mercy. CPA, please rename so we know and refer to you correctly. Andrew, good evening, good morning. Where are you tuning in from?
Good evening. This is CPA Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joining in from Kisumu, just right here.
Kisumu City. Thank you so much. Happy to have you join us, and also thank you so much for rebranding and owning your CPA. I'm also seeing Eva. Eva was the first to join. Eva, if you want to rename so we know, let us know. Karibu sana CPA John Magare. CPA Magare, I'm seeing we have two. I think it's the same person. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, FCPS, CPS. We appreciate you for joining. We're looking forward to this moment in which CPA Mollen Achayo will be deep diving into the Agile agenda. And today we are speaking to growth, we are speaking to accountability, we are speaking to your empowerment, we are also speaking to innovation, and we are also speaking to leadership. And so without you, really, there's not much that CPA can do or no one to lead. So we're looking forward and we are happy to have you on call. I really want to ask that we stay on mute if you're not speaking. And I also want to ask that you show us your face, if possible. Karibu sana, Elder CPA John Okumu. Tell us, where are you joining us from?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm joining from Kisumu. Although I'll not be able to make it physical, but I'm trying to follow it online.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for taking time to join us and listening into the Agile agenda. We look forward to interacting with your questions, your support, your endorsements, and your encouragement today. So thank you so much, Elder CPA, for joining. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please help us share out the link so that we have a full house and then we are able to start. Thank you so much for joining. Olivia. Olivia, good evening, good morning. Where are you joining us from?
Good evening.
To you.
I'm joining from Nairobi.
Nairobi City.
Yes.
Great. Karibu sana. Are you a CPA? Are you a FCPA?
Yes, sorry. I'm an FCPA.
FCPA.
Yes.
Great. Please do me a favor.
Okay.
On just rename if you hover around your name, there are 3 dots on your top right hand. Okay. Just rename so we know you're an FCPA and we also get your second name.
All right. I'll do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great. I'm also seeing that we have, let's see, whose presence I've not recognized yet. Sipienganyi, good afternoon, good morning. I'm assuming you're joining from the diaspora. Until you tell us, where are you joining us from? Sipienganyi, good evening. I can see that most of us are already starting to appreciate and own their CPA or their titles. I love it because that way then we ensure that we are giving you your right reference by calling you your right names. I can see that we have Ciro Teach. Ciro Teach, habari ya jioni. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. I'm doing well.
Great. Hivi unatujoin ukiwa wapi? Are you in Nairobi? Are you out of the country? Where are you joining us from?
No, I'm joining from Eldoret.
Eldoret. Great. Asante sana. So do me a favor, please rename, give us your full names and where possible, your title as well. if it's CPA, if it's advocate, if whatever the title is, so that we are referring to you correctly, please. But karibu sana sana. In our presence, we also have Ken Ochuka. Ken, good evening. Where are you joining us from?
Good evening, Rispa. I'm joining you from Nairobi.
Asante sana. I love how quickly you owned the CPA brand. Thank you for renaming, and karibu sana. We look forward to interacting with you today.
Asante.
Great. I see that CPA Mollen, we are continuing to have more delegates coming in and eagerly awaiting to hear you speak to the Agile agenda, at which point we are going to be discussing empowerment. We are talking about growth. We are talking about innovation. But we're also looking at accountability and leadership with CPA Mollen joining the council. And without you, there is no joining the council for CPA Mollen. So we look forward so much to your support. We look forward to your votes. And we look forward that you will help us garner as many votes as possible through your belief in the Agile agenda. So for now, we are welcoming everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly rename so that we know. I know there's CPA Eunice or Dindi. Eunice, how are you? Good evening. It's been a while. Eunice, are you speaking? Karibu sana CPA Eunice Odindi. Kindly rename so that we appreciate the CPA brand that you have earned. We have Stephen Gare. Stephen, good evening. Where are you joining us from? CPA George, good evening. Karibu sana. Tell us where you're joining us from.
I'm joining from Kisumu.
Great. Asante sana. Are you physically at Acacia Hotel or you are joining online?
Pardon?
Are you at the physical venue or you are joining us online?
I'm joining online.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate your presence and we look forward to interacting with you today. So Asante sana, please help us share the link to as many as possible CPAs and FCPAs. CPA Eunice, you're most welcome. CPA Eunice, thank you for rebranding and owning the CPA brand. Stephen Gare, good evening. Please rebrand if possible. And welcome so much. I've also seen CPA Mary Coco. Mary, good evening. Where are you joining us from today?
Good evening, everyone. I'm joining you from Awendo.
Great, land of sugar. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, CPA Mary. Please help us share the link with as many of your network as possible, your colleagues, your friends, and all your CPA network. We want to have as many as possible in the room so that we are able to appreciate the Agile agenda under custody of CPA Mollen. Eva, please mute. Let's see if I can mute. Eva, good evening. Please mute.
Okay. Sorry.
Great. Thanks for that. I see we are having people joining the room now, and we soon will start. Marco Dero, good evening.
Good
Where
evening.
are you joining us from?
Good evening, CPA Rispa. How are you doing?
Salama, I'm doing well. You?
I'm also fine.
Great.
I'm agiling.
You need to.
We have a lot of, for the first time in Kisumu, there's a heavy traffic jam.
Everyone is coming to the Acacia for the launch.
People are stuck in traffic here.
I see. I
I was
understand
coming
it's
to
also
attest here.
raining. Mm-hmm.
I've used a different route again. So, but we have already joined. We can once the top join, we
Great.
come physically, but we are already here.
Much. Your CPM code,
You're right.
please rename so that I refer to you correctly. Asante sana CPM Mark. I see, and have a safe travel as you get towards Acacia Hotel. I see we also have whose presence have I not recognized here? This is good, ladies and gentlemen, CPS, FCPS. Thank you so much for joining once more. We appreciate you for joining this launch. We appreciate your presence, and we look forward to speaking with you as CPM Mollen deep dives into the Agile agenda. Remember, today our agenda is grounded on leadership of you, leadership of the Institute. We also speaking to empowerment of you, members. And while at it, we're definitely empowering the Institute as well. Today, we are also speaking to innovation. We are in an era where innovation is the way. And so today we are here to appreciate CPM Mollen's intention to contribute through the innovation pillar of the agenda. We also speak into accountability, right? We need to stay accountable to self, but you also need to stay accountable as a leader. And we also need to ensure that the Institute remains accountable to us, the members. We'll also be speaking to growth. I mean, every other human being is really keen on their personal growth. But I believe as members of the Institute, we are also extremely interested that the Institute continues to grow as much as possible, that it may serve our interests, current members, but also by extension, the future generation. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell us on the chat box where you are joining us from. Please also help us share the link to as many as possible. Also share on the chat box your encouragement to CPM or Learn, your questions, use the question and answer tab. Your endorsements, you can start typing those in. We are saying that there is no CPM or Learn Achayo in the council without you, the members. And therefore, for us, this meeting is not a meeting without your presence. So thank you so much for joining. We continue to receive a few more people. And I think we can start at 6:30. Allow us. In the meantime, help us share the link with your friends. Help us share the link with your colleagues. Help us share the link with anyone you believe cares that ISPAC becomes the institute that we all desire. Let me see who else is joining. Andrew, we did recognize your presence. Mm-hmm. I think most of us are still either on their way. I understand it's raining a lot in Kisumu, but please help us share the link. Let me share the link again once more on the chat box. Please also tell us on the chat box what component of the Agile agenda interests you, excites you. Which is that of which is the component that you really want to hear more about today? Tell us why it speaks to your heart. Also, tell us your experience of CPM or Learn, whether it's at personal level, professional level, spiritual level, whatever level it is. Just keep us posted so we continue to appreciate the leader that we have in CPM or Learn. Let me see. Rogers, good evening. I know you joined in early, but you're not able to speak. Are you able to unmute? Tell us where you're joining from and any insights that you might have on the Agile agenda, please. Rogers, I gave you the entire speaker. Please take it.
Hello, Rispa.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Salam, I'm fine. You?
I am good. Joining in from Israel.
Wow.
Yeah. So right now, I know the meeting has not yet officially started, but well, I think for now, it was just to say where we are tuned in, where we are joining from, and looking forward to hearing the Agile Manifesto launch from CPM Mollen and Achayo.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rogers, for joining all the way from Israel. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm also seeing the presence of Paul. Paul, good evening. You're on mute if at all you're speaking.
Yes, good evening, Rispa. You can hear me?
Can hear you clearly now.
Yeah.
Good evening. Where are you joining us from? And could you please let us know your full names and any titles that you have, CPA, FCPA, or any other title, so that we make sure we are giving you your right reference.
Yes, my name is Paul Madao, CPA.
Yes.
I am joining from Homa Bay.
Great. Thank you so much, CPA Paul. Please rename so we know you are in. We have Steve Lombo. Steve, good evening.
Good evening.
To you.
CPA Stephen Lombo joining from Nairobi, Kenya.
Asante sana. Kindly rename on the brand. Let us know there is CPA Steve Lombo on the call. Thank you so much for joining. We also have a CPA or an FCPA joining, and her name is PC. PC could mean anything. It could mean Patrick and Catherine. It could mean Philip and Kate. So let us know what is your name and any titles that you have. Please add to that so that we appreciate and we honor our titles as appropriate. Thank you so much, PC. Karibu sana. Please let us know where you're joining from. I think PC must have walked away from his mic. Thank you so much again once more, ladies and gentlemen, for joining. FCPS, CPS, we appreciate your presence today as we await to launch the Agile agenda under the custody of CPM Mollen and Achayo. I'm seeing that we have so many people joining the call, and we start at the top of not really the hour, but 6:30 we start. I appreciate everyone for joining. We look forward to engaging with you, and we ask that please share with us and share with your networks the link so that we have as many joining to appreciate the Agile agenda. I've also seen the presence of CPA Nyokabi. CPA, good evening. Where are you joining us from?
Good evening.
To you.
I'm joining from Kiambu County.
Wow, great. Thank you so much. I'm also joining from Kiambu County. Thanks so much for joining CPA Nyokabi. We appreciate your presence.
Thank you.
Most welcome. I'm also seeing we have CPA George Amimo. George, CPA, good morning or good evening or good afternoon. Where are you joining us from? CPA George Amimo? Great. I kindly request that if you're not speaking or if you're not having the mic, you mute. Please let's mute CPA John Magare. Let us mute, unless we have the mic. And then I've also seen the presence of Donald. Donald, good evening. Where are you joining us from? Are you a CPA, FCPA? Please let us know.
Good evening. This is CPA Donald. I'm joining from Seka, somewhere in Rachuonyo. Yes, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Donald. And say hi to my mom, should you see her. kindly rebrand and have us see you as CPA Donald and your second name so that we own the brand as well. But thank you so much for joining. We are soon starting, ladies and gentlemen, FCPS, CPS, friends and family of CPA Mollen Achayo. We appreciate you for joining us today. At which moment we are going to launch the Agile agenda. And under the Agile agenda, CPA Mollen Achayo is very keen on growth. She's speaking to innovation. She's speaking to accountability. She's speaking to leadership, but she's also speaking to empowerment of you, the members, but also the empowerment of the institute. And so today we are gathered here that we appreciate listening into the Agile agenda. And we are saying there is no Agile agenda without you. There is no CPA Mollen Achayo on the council without your support and without your vote. There is no leadership at the council without CPA Mollen Achayo, without your presence, without your support, and without your thought partnership into what she wants to contribute within the council. And that then means that for us and for CPA Mollen as well, we really, really, really appreciate your presence here today. We look forward to interacting with you today. And we encourage you as much as possible, please share the link of this meeting with your network, your CPA accounting finance network, but also with your colleagues or any other person that really cares that the Institute becomes a body that we are all proud of, that serves us, serves the nation, and serves the future generation. Thank you so much once more for joining. Please let us know in the chat box where you are joining us from. If possible, turn on your video. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Douglas, CPA. Keep the video on if possible. Tell us, CPA Douglas, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Nairobi.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Your presence means a lot for us today.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Please rename so that we see you as CPA Douglas, so that we own the brand. We are almost starting now in about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm seeing we have Sarah Maritime CPA. Karibu sana, Sarah. Good evening. Where are you joining us from? CPA Sarah, the mic is yours. All right. CPA Donald, I still want to encourage you to rename and own the brand. So is CPA Douglas. Kindly rename it on the brand. I'm also seeing we have Jumbe Laptop. Well, thank you so much for joining. Kindly rename so we know who is in the house. CPA Mercy, I want to ask you once more, rename it on the brand. CPA Eston Okinyi, good evening. Where are you joining us from?
Good evening.
To you.
I'm joining from
Where's the link?
Europe.
Thank you so much, CPA Eston. So that means is it morning? Is it afternoon for you? Or it's the other Europe?
Where's the link?
It's like you're already there. You're already there.
Tell us more.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm joining you from Kisumu City, and I'm delighted to join all the members in this launch of the Manifesto for CP Mollen Achayo. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, CPA Eston. Kindly rename and own the brand. You're a CPA, so let us see you in that way. Thank you so much for being very ready for the launch. I liked that you showed your video, and I'd encourage you to keep it on. June Kivinda, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Where are you joining us from?
It's a good afternoon, and I'm joining from Nairobi City.
Karibu sana. Are you a CPA, an FCPA? Tell us.
I'm a CPA.
Great.
I don't go for titles, so just allow me to be known as June Kivinda. The work talks for itself, yes.
Sure thing. At least we have your permission, June. At least we can refer to you as June, and you're not offended or you don't mind.
Yes.
Asante sana. Thanks so much for joining. We look forward to interacting with you today as well. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are soon starting. CPA Karen, good evening. Thank you so much for showing your video. You know, when you're on video, by default, we see you and we appreciate you and we can't help but notice you. Tell us, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from Kisumu City. Here at the launch, the main launch place, we are here with the CP Achayo.
Great.
And I'm so excited to be here. And we are praying, and I can tell you what has happened. The blessings of God, the rain has really come, showing that things are very good. It is really raining in the city. And we thank God for that, and we thank God for CP Mollen, and we are praying that things go through. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thanks a lot. Inshallah, we await a victory. And we thank you so much for already starting to speak into God's providence, but also God's blessings, even as we start this event today. All right. Can I confirm that I have Eric Omolo on the call? Eric, let's do mic testing. How are you? Good evening. Eric, good evening. Are you on the call? CPA Eston, I want to use your help. Can you confirm that Eric Omolo is at the venue? Oh. Do we have digital media mute? All right, let's do a bit of housekeeping. Just before we start, we should start in a few. Thank you so much, the digital media team. We are seeing you, the three ladies. Thanks for being there, and I see you're giving CPA Mollen support. Any of us that is in the same room, this is how we are going to avoid the echoes. If anyone is unmuted, then the rest of us are going to be muted, but also on completely low volume, so that we don't have the interruptions in terms of the sounds we've just had. Mark, good evening. CPA Mark Odero, good evening. Mark, you can now unmute. Tell us, where are you joining us from? All right. Let us ensure we are muted when we do not have the mic. Let us engage with CPA Mollen on the chat box. Let us lodge our questions on the Q&A. Do we have it? Let me confirm. So that your questions don't get lost in the chat box. I can see that, wait, could I check with Eva, from your side, are you able to see the Q&A tab? I'm not seeing it on my side. Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, FCPS, CPS, friends and family of CPM Mollen Achayo, thank you so much for taking your time to tune. Ladies in black dialing in as digital media. I want to request us to do one thing before we start the session. I know you have several gadgets that are on. Kindly have one of the gadgets being unmuted and the rest of all of them being on mute so that we don't get that disruption. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. What I was saying is that we're about to start now, and thank you so much for gracing the event. Thank you so much for being patient with us. Even as we start, we had to do a bit of setting up. I appreciate every one of us for joining in. I kindly request us that if you'd like to rename so that we know who exactly is in the room, please go ahead and do that. Hover on your name, and on the right-hand side, there are 3 dots. You can rename yourself to whatever name that you want us to recognize you with. Thank you so much, CPA Joseph Marembo, for being on video. We appreciate it, and we are seeing you. And therefore, we can't go without asking you to tell us, where are you joining us from, CPA Marembo? CPA Marembo, you're still on mute.
Good evening.
Good evening.
CPA Joseph Marembo joining from Kericho County.
Kericho County. I hope you are having your tea, even as you are appreciating the Agile agenda.
I'm just heading to Java now.
All right. Don't make sure you listen in fully, even as you're going for your Java. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
All right. Once more checking again. Do we have Eric Omolo on the call? Eric, please confirm, even by show of hands, that you are on the call. And I also want to check that we have Philip Jumbe on the call. Philip, your voice, let us know you're on the
right
call.
here, Eric.
Okay, great.
Eric is here, and Philip.
Great, perfect. I think it's the right moment to start our conversation this evening, morning, afternoon, whatever place you're joining us from. So good evening, good afternoon, good morning, FCPS, CPS, friends and relatives of CPM Mollen Achayo, colleagues and other delegates that are interested to deep dive with us through the Agile agenda. Well, I'm very happy to be here to interact with you, but also to officially welcome you to the launch of CPM Mollen Achayo's Manifesto that is grounded on the Agile agenda. You may not know who I am, but my name is Rispa also, and I'm a CPA, member number 15828, and I'll be co-hosting this event today virtually alongside my colleague, Mr. Eric Omolo. Eric is on the ground with our in-person guests at Acacia Hotel in Kisumu. So Eric and I will be working together to ensure today's session flows smoothly, seamlessly, but also ensuring that we are able to take your feedback, get your thought process, but also answer or create clarity on any questions you have on any sections of the agenda. We've already lost time because we needed to set up, but we hope that we can use the rest of the time to fully get to a space of appreciating the Agile agenda. And so for us today, this is not really a campaign per se. It is more of convening here so that we are able to listen into your thought process, walk you through the Agile agenda, but at the same time, reflect and engage so that we are able to appreciate. I like that word, appreciate what the Agile agenda is anchored on. And like you may already know, allow me reiterate, the Agile agenda is premised on accountability to you, the members, accountability of the institute, growth of the institute, but by extension, growth of you, because there's not growth of the institute without your growth as well. We are speaking to innovation in this Agile agenda, but you're also speaking to leadership of self as members, leadership of the leader we have in CPA Mollen Achayo, but also empowerment of the institute, empowerment of you, the member, and by extension, allow me say, empowerment of CPA Mollen Achayo. So these 5 pillars not only reflect on what CPA Achayo stands for, but it's also what our profession must strive for. A future where regulation is fair, it is firm, we have innovation, we are embracing it. And most importantly, we are hearing from members. We are providing value-added services, but also empowering you, the members, and by extension, again, empowering the Institute. So today, throughout the program, we'll hear from some respected colleagues, friends, FCPS, CPAs, and even people that are not CPAs that would like to tell us what or who CPA Mollen Achayo is. They'll share their reflections, they'll share their endorsement, and we'll continue then to engage through a Q&A session. And then, of course, we'll hear CPA Mollen articulate the Agile agenda. So a brief note before we start. For the online guests, I really want to ask that ensure that you have your name reflecting the way you want us to refer to you. Where applicable, tell us whether you're joining from whatever place you're joining from, and also tell us endorsements, questions, or clarifications you seek on the Agile agenda. And so we officially begin with an opening prayer, which will be taken by Philip Jumbe, and may the Lord take us through this session as you officially start. Philip, allow me give you the mic, and let us start with a word of prayer. Thank you so much. Philip, if you're already speaking, we can't hear you.
We're taking responsibility and Agile. God what we want to this solution to you and everything that you're going to do here. Father, and to Jesus.
Amen. Philip, one thing I noted is that we didn't quite hear you so well. So I'd like Eric to take over the mic and confirm or do mic testing so that CPA Georgia Mimo and CPA Olivia can confirm they can hear you well. Eric, please take the mic.
Thank you so much. Good evening, whatever the time, wherever you are. Allow me to try this microphone so that you're able to know that everybody is on board. So maybe once again, we can, okay.
Perfect. I heard you perfectly, but could I check with somebody else? CPA Georgia Mimo, did you hear us?
Yes, I heard him well.
Perfect.
He's audible enough.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So we officially kick off the meeting, and Eric Omolo is taking over. Thank you so much, Eric. Take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Rispa, for bringing me on board. My name is Eric Omondi, and we are here for a common goal. That is our sister Mollen Achayo. All of us, I believe, know the reason as to why we are here. And like many of you here, I am not a CPA, but I'm a communications person. So I want to believe that it will also be a very good opportunity for me to interact with you And I think as I continue, I would come back to you still, Rispa, just to ask you to kindly check my WhatsApp. There is a message there for you.
All right.
That helped me so much in running this. But meanwhile, I think we can use that same opportunity to do what is called a climate setting. Everybody that is on board, probably those who are physically in Kisumu, can find an opportunity to just say hi and at least officially be brought on board. I guess, of course, with a close consultation with you, Rispa, that the same can be done by those who are also on board online. So doing this basically just to allow us to have what is called climate setting, so that we get to be sure that we are all on board. Kindly.
Thank you so much. My name is CPA, CS Godfrey Ochindienya, Director of Audit, County Government of Kisumu, and also ISPAC, Kisumu County Representative. So I'm the host, actually, even as my sister Mollen is launching the Agile agenda. CPA Dienya is hosting you in Acacia. And because I'm catching my flight in the next few minutes, I decided to take this on fast so that you can continue the rest of the program. My sister, Mollen, is someone that I know very well. We have interacted with Mollen for a long time. Even when I wanted to contest for the position of a SPAC Kisumu County Representative, Mollen was the first person to propose me for that particular position. And I won it, and that is why I'm speaking here as a representative of Kisumu for ISPAC. Agile agenda is a very important agenda that we actually need to embrace, even as my sister is launching this important agenda. Accountability is very important to us. We also look at leadership and even growth and even empowerment. These are all espoused in the Agile agenda. So, Sister Mollen, as you are launching this Agile agenda, I want to say that I support you in all this work and believe and trust God that God will see you through, even as you are going to for this contest. Otherwise, may God bless you so much. And for those who are going to continue the program, because I'm going to Nairobi right now, we'll take you in the next few minutes. I just want to say, asanteni sana, karibuni Kisumu, karibuni Dala. Welcome to this launch of Agile Agenda. May God bless you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We thank you for making time despite your busy schedule to just come over here and to your solidarity. I think as we still continue, I'm well directed. There is somebody who is supposed to speak. Family, right? Yes, there is somebody who would want to speak on behalf of the family. There is somebody coming from the family of our sister Mollen. I think he's on standby mode virtually. And without much ado, the name is Rogers. We will allow you to have the mic and just say a word or so on behalf of the family. Are you there, Rogers? Thank you, thank you. Welcome. Take it up.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all well. This is Rogers Odondi, and it's a pleasure being here to stand with CPA Mollen Achayo as she launches the CPA, as she launches the Agile Manifesto launch. So I'm joining virtually, but I'm honored to be part of this important moment as we launch a very bold and inspiring vision, which is the Agile Agenda. Though I am not an accountant myself, I have had the privilege of watching CPA Mollen Achayo, the woman behind this incredible campaign, work with passion, integrity, and a deep sense of responsibility to those she serves. I myself being one of them, I am a son, and that decision to vie for the position of ISPA Council is not just about leadership, it's about a legacy and the future of the profession. So the Agile agenda is more than just a catchy name. It is a powerful response to the times we live in, the times that demand flexibility, innovation, and the courage to do things differently. And if there's one thing I know about my aunt is that she doesn't just adapt to change, she leads it. Our vision is about modernizing ISPA, making it more responsive to its members and creating space for new voices, new ideas, and new ways of working, while holding to the core values that make the accounting profession so vital. So as you listen to us share our vision today, I ask you to consider not just our experience, but our drive, our art, and our commitment to building a more agile and future-ready ISPAC. I urge us all to support leadership that is ready to serve for tomorrow and today. Let's support the Agile agenda. Let's support CPM Mollen Achayo. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Edward. Clearly, members, ladies and gentlemen on board, this was definitely very important for us. And we know that Mollen agenda is not alone in this. The entire family is behind her. And indeed, it shows a very powerful solidarity in this. So thank you so very much, Robert, for creating time to also say a word and give your blessing to your aunt to pursue her dream. With my fellow moderator, I think I just mentioned earlier that I wanted everybody to be on board by just saying a word of hello and probably just also mention a word or so that we continue. Shortly before bringing to you a brief biography of our sister Mollen. So I want to start with those who are in Kisumu physically in the meeting, and then take it back to maybe those who are on board online. Then from there, I think we will be ready to have a brief biography of our sister Mollen. Then we will put you up to speed as far as the program is concerned. So I want to be a little democratic to just allow somebody to just come in that order. Whoever will be willing to come first, will just come on board, and then, okay, I'm told that there is somebody who is already prepared to come. Just come so that you come and say just a word and your name, and then you continue. Please do.
Thank you. So good evening, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you. I think I know most of you on WhatsApp. So when you introduce yourself, at least I relate to some of your posts, and I'm getting introduced to you. So I'm Terry Opio. I'm CPA, MCITS, CHRP, a professional in those fields. And my work experience has been in the not-for-profit organizations. So, Molly. I knew Molly way back when I joined ACA. And the first day she told me about her first opinion of me, I laughed. Because I think I entered that class and I had other engagements. It was a class by the late CPA Owala, financial accounting. So I had other engagements and I just walked out. Then after that, I would come to class. I didn't know anyone. That time I was a bit new in that class. I was a bit new in Kisumu. So I became a friend to one of my classmates there called Caro, who was a friend to CPM Mollen. So the time we had a conversation with Mollen, she told me when she saw me the first time, she asked Carol, how do you talk to that girl? And that's the first time I knew about her openness, the person she is. She's very forthcoming with her thoughts, her opinions, and she's also very willing to listen and be countered. So today I'm here to support her as a friend, as a professional, as a mentor. She's my tax consultant. She knows that. Anything tax, I'll be on the phone calling her. Any changes, I'll call her. And she has never disappointed. And she's also supported me to the extent of follow up on things professional that she didn't have to do. But because of her networks, she's done that. So that is her. She's a personal friend, a family friend. Her family is a friend to my family. So today, why I would like to request you people to consider. The way I grew up, I used to look at bankers and admire them, and lawyers. Why is this? Because of the professionalism they portrayed in their work. When you go to the bank and they were very smart, in fact, I have a challenge with bankers nowadays, going to the bank and they're in t-shirts. Look at Mollen. Look at her. Wouldn't you want this person representing you anywhere? Hmm? She lives her agenda. This is her. This is her life. If you've related to her at personal level, at professional level, this is her. So if you're asking for a servant leader, look no further. If you want someone who lives what she believes in, what she's selling to you, look no further. So I cheer you, my friend. Keep up. I've walked the journey with you all the way from, how is that school called? Onzico Boys. I've seen her grow. I've seen her fight. I've seen her put up with things that wouldn't just to move herself forward. And she brought us all here today. For her to bring all these people together, I don't think that happened.
Sorry, Edward, you could kindly mute your microphone. I guess that was Edward. Thank you so much. There is some microphone that is on that is interfering. Kindly, if you could mute it so that we don't find the interference on this other end. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So just to finalize, Molly, I cheer you. The journey has been great, and you're meant for greatness. You are what we aspire to be. You are what we would like our young accountants to follow. You show them that there's growth. You've defied the Matthews principle. So kudos, and we're with you all the way. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I find some round of applause, especially for those who are here? May God bless you so much. Thank you, my sister Jacinta Mwenda, right? We're moving to the next person who will also get an opportunity to just say something about our sister Mollen and say why he or she is convicted that she's the best person for this position. And the person in question is none other than CPA Isabella Juma, right? Are you online, Isabella Juma? Okay, I'm well guided that if she's not around for now, we can give June Kibendi. If June is there, June, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, have the mic kindly.
And my name is Simple, the 6th month of the year.
All right, thank you.
So
well
that's
noted.
June. All right. First, I want to say, Mollian, good for you taking up this assignment. And what I know about Molly Ann is has been stated, but I'll say it again. She's a straightforward lady who tells you exactly what she's thinking. And when you have that kind of person, it is easy to interact with them. No politics, but saying it as it is. Molly Ann, please stay that way. And then number 2, I am wishing you the best in these campaigns. And when we discussed your manifesto, what made me happy is that it's dripping from your fingertips. What am I saying, Molian? If you're called in front of people to talk about, let's say, the finances of ISPAC, the information needs to drip from your fingertips. So anytime you go into any engagement, what I like, Molian, is you are prepared. And there was a time I interacted with you when the University of Nairobi was doing some webinar. And you were very, very articulate in what you were saying. That is required in leadership. So keep it up. And I wish you all the best. And remember, leadership is not just on an ISPAC platform. It can be anywhere. And what I ask is, may God guide you and may He give you a vision so that it is unique to you. And in that way is when you leave a legacy. Sipendi watu wa yada yada yada. Napenda watu ambao wanafanya kazi and we get tangible results. So all the best, my dear. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Whatever yaga means, I can confirm that Mollen is not in that bracket, having known her for some time. Thank you so very much for such a powerful message. I wish your colleague best of luck in her endeavor. And now that you are June, make sure you invite everybody here for your birthday.
Thank
God bless you.
I'll be there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Moving to the next person, Maurice, I think I'm told Maurice is here, very ready now to come over and say a word. We are privileged to have Maurice physically in Kisumu. So Maurice, if you could just come over and introduce your name fully. CPA Maurice, kindly come and introduce your name fully. I'm afraid I don't want to mention the other name. I might mention it wrongly like I did, which almost made my sister June take a little offense. If you could come, Maurice, where are you?
Still lazima ujue, but it's
Somebody has a microphone on. Somebody has a microphone on online, kindly. Please mute it so that it does not interfere with us here.
and if you respond, Mount Kalunda, and you hold my hand.
Okay, so okay, thank you so much. Let me, now that seemingly Maurice is still working on something, Martin is here to come on board so that we don't have what is called
Eric.
media. Yes.
Eric, let me interrupt you a bit. I don't know who is in charge of the link from your end. Could he take charge of muting, guys? People are joining and they're having other conversations. Lillian,
That's
please
great.
mute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technical bench, please help us work on that so that we try as much as possible to reduce the interferences. I still wait for CPA Martin to kindly come over and also make his remarks.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening once.
You just went on mute, so we're not getting you anymore. Eric? Try now. Not yet. Not yet.
The technical bench is working on that, and I think he's now audible, right?
Okay, now I'm audible now. Yes. Now you can hear me.
Yes, we
Okay.
can proceed.
My name is Martin Pio, CPA, of course. Currently, I am the acting chief officer of finance for the county government of Kisumu. I work closely with the Mollen Achayo, who works on the other side of the assembly as the finance officer and the, I think, auditor. Now, I've interacted with the Mollen on several occasions, more particularly at the assembly. And I've seen her potential. She's one lady that is very, very straightforward, and her integrity level is also very high. Even the way she interrogates some of our issues, the way she presents the reports to the members of the assembly to interrogate our issues, tells you how well she is articulated. I've also had several forums with Mollen in various forums, and I've seen how she push for her agendas. And I believe this is the reason why she's going for this big seat. And if I look at the agenda for Agile, I'm impressed by two things. At the top, we have the accountability, and at the bottom, we have the empowerment. I want to believe that accountability will be to the institution. You want to put our professional body, the ISPA, to be accountable to its members. And empowerment, I want to believe that when you're given the opportunity, you'll have to ensure that all ISPA members are well empowered. I will agree with that. Yeah, and that's the reason why we must work in agenda and ensure that we give them an opportunity to serve at the council. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much. That one indeed is quite positive. And just for avoidance of any doubt, there is somebody who works directly with Mollen. So getting it from him indeed shows that she is tested and confirmed competent. Thank you so very much. That is very positive of you. And may God bless you for that. In a short while, we will just briefly read you the profile of Mollen. But before then, I still feel there are a few more CPS who need to say something about our candidate, and not just a candidate, but a super candidate, Mollen Achayo. I don't know, is CPA Marembo around online? Please, if you could hear from you, CPA Marembo, have the mic. Are you there, CPA Marembo? Okay, sorry. As we wait for him, is CPA Karen Atieno around? Also online, right? Or Karen is here with us physically. Karen, if you could kindly come and also say a word or so about Mollen and how you've known her.
Thank you for this great honor to speak to the congregation of Agile. God is good and all the time. We are so blessed that the Lord has poured the rain today, and for us, rain means a lot. CPA Mollen Achayo, I've known her as a little girl in this CPA section. Yeah, when she was being nominated as the first Amigori representative, we were there. There were no people by there. It was like, who? These days there's too much competition in these elections. You said that I need, and you're only the only one. I remember those are the days. Yeah, And CPI Achayo, as you can see her vision on the agenda, and, accountability, growth, innovation, leadership, and empowerment. I could see this is the time when she came into the Kisumu, that I'm talking of the Kisumu branch. We were just very passive. People were just there. I remember, see, people Peter can tell you, oh, when he was there, you could have very few people. But it was coming up slowly, slowly. So by the time CPHI came, there were a lot of innovations. In fact, even this WhatsApp group, they had not started. But then is when I think it was how we said, why don't we start a WhatsApp group? So we started something, kidogo, and then there were some innovative issues that can we look for members. So people were just like, can you make this thing branch be a serious thing, not just people do not know. I know people probably will talk into this. People don't know about so much of branch, but we want to thank CPHI today. She's coming up, and one of our things are innovation. I know there are so many things to be done in this space of ISPAC. In fact, we are like still children. For me, like the other day, I was warning these people, you either take up with the branch officers or you do something about them. There's still a lot to be done. And I believe that if CPI Child today, you give her this chance, which I believe when we are praying, she will do greater things and more innovation. So I've seen her grow up even in her career. And this is a lady, I call her Iron Lady because she goes for it. And you sometimes you look like, see, if your wallet goes for it. I remember her rising from where she was in her profession, coming, and now where she is. And you've heard how she can articulate issues, and where she's still going is so great. My friend, you are still far from where you are going, leave alone the profession, but even work-wise, I believe God is taking you along far. So I'm so grateful to this, to CP Mollen and to this agenda. I say that CP Karen Onyango.
But nangoja tu ya relaunch ya nangoja mwenyewe si hawa.
Baada can you
Si hawa noisemakers nangoja the real person aongee.
CPA Bernard, please mute. Please.
Okay, we've heard that. So we thank God for CP Molem, and today my only one prayer is that she goes through and she joins the greater team at ISPAC and the greater team of the incoming chair. We can see great ladies also there. If she combines with her whoever is coming in that going to choose for us as the chair, I believe the great ladies and combining with CPI chair, things are going to be different. So let's support this Agile. And CPI Mollen, we are there with you through all the way. And I urge all my friends online and wherever that let's support this Agile agenda. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Actually, that is powerful. My take home or takeaway for that matter is that she is an iron lady. And I want to confirm that Mollen does not smile carelessly, but when she smiles, then rest assured that that smile is genuine. That much I can write home about. We have CPA Eston. CPA Eston, are you physically present here or online? You are present here physically. Kindly take your mic and also say a word or so.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. How are you? All right, thank you. My name is CPA Eston Okini. I work in Kisumu with an audit firm called Lexton Associates, LLP, as the managing partner. Besides that, I'm also the secretary and CPD convener of ISPAC Nyanza branch. I think today I was not that prepared to talk or probably tell something about Achayo. I came to listen, but then I can't be short of words to be able to describe the personality of CPA Mollen Achayo. CPA Mollen is someone I've worked with. She was the former chair of ISPAC Nyanza branch. And I think I've known her for the last 10 years when I joined this profession. And having worked with her, I know CPA Mollen as someone who speaks her mind. She's very steadfast. And just the other day, when I was watching some video, allow me to give that example. There's a young man who walked home with some two beautiful ladies. And when he arrived at home, he found his dad. And his intention was that amongst these two ladies, he wanted to present them to the dad to help him choose the best. And I know maybe in his mind, he was thinking that his dad would be interested in the looks. But then when he arrived there, the dad saw them, the three of them, and went straight to them and slapped those two ladies. So after slapping the ladies, one of them shouted and said, "No, you cannot slap us in the presence of your son. This is disrespect." The other one kept quiet and smiled back at the dad. So when the dad the son took his dad and told him, "Now, what have you done? You really embarrassed me in front of these ladies that I thought you could help me choose one to marry." But then the dad told him that, amongst those two ladies, the one that I feel you should marry is the one who complained about my slap, not the one who kept quiet. Simply because the one who kept quiet in future would one day disappoint you because she is manipulative. She cannot speak her mind. So go for this other one who complained and said she could not be slapped like that. So that is the CPA Mollen, because she is not manipulative. That is the leader in CPA Mollen Achayo. So today, as I stand here, I have seen her agenda, the Agile agenda. And I've seen, just as the former speakers have said, all this is about her life. If you look at the history of CPA Mollen, she's very much accountable for what she does. In terms of growth, she's very excited about the little progress or growth that she's been able to register or record in her life. That is the Mollen, CPA Mollen I know. Even in terms of leadership, she's shown this, demonstrated that she's a leader who can be trusted by members. Empowerment, she's really been supportive to young accountants like me. Since I knew her, she's been very supportive even to me. And if you recall this particular name that they gave me, the city auditor. She calls me the city auditor. Actually, she said at some point that it's not city. Now it's going to be city. So she is very supportive and warm in the heart, very supportive. So as I finish, I want to encourage or just be able to request my friends to consider CPA Mollen, because if you look at even the country as we speak today, we need leaders who can stand up and confront issues the way they are, so that there can be solutions that members or even this country can be able to get from leadership that counts, like leaders who speak their minds so that they can be able to address issues that affect us as a people. So that's why, even apart from the fact that she's vying for ISPAC, she's one leader that we will need even in future in terms of helping this country or the world to be a better place. So with that, I want to appeal to you members. You know me and my personality as well. One person who will always say it the way it is. And that is, those are the kind of leaders we need, because even you, it's the kind of leadership you need even in the boardroom, because you will always trust that the decision that they will make at the end of the day will be the decision that benefits the members at large. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. That is powerful. Thank you so much. At this particular opportunity, allow me welcome another speaker and a brother. Actually, I will allow FCPA Shah. I'm afraid I don't want to pronounce that name, so that I have the same problem I had with June. But I know I'm welcoming FCPA Shah to kindly come and also say a word before Edwin comes, before Edwin comes. Makofi kwake. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm sitting in front of you for one reason only. Over the last 10 years, we have gone through this branch, the Nyanza branch, that one person who stands out so much is Mollen Achayo. Having gone through the chair for 2 years and having risen up in the branch, and we're still seeing her today with all her work. And she's left the chairmanship 3 years ago, but you will see that she's very, very active even today. Yeah. By activeness is if you've read her 6 or 7 articles that she publishes every month at our branch level and various other platforms, I haven't seen any other candidate who's vying for the position this year in a few days' time come up with such dedication and interest in the profession. Now, those articles, if members have read about it, they're so valid and so important. And I really enjoy reading, and I look forward to more such articles from her. During her position at the branch, Western Nyanza, she always stood up for what she believed in any of the topics that we've gone through various CPDs and sessions and meetings, and she always came up forthright on her opinion, and she came out very strong on what she believed in. And that's the reason why I have always supported, and that's the reason why I proposed her as a proposal for our council. Having gone through WhatsApp group for so many years, and as the largest branch in the country, we have so many very membership, respected members from different areas of work. And one common thing that you may have noticed, but which I have noticed, is that members are always asking for what can ISPAC do for the members. Remember, The council has how many? 12, 14 members of the council, including three or four representatives from the government. Yeah. Now, we have some 33,000 members, ISPEC members as of today. What can 8 members who sit at the board at CPA council as a councillor accommodate those 33,000 members? To me, it is a council member is supposed to balance her or his work, regular work, together with the ISPEC work. There is a huge responsibility, both at your workplace as well as the ISPEC. Now, when you come and you elected as a council member, remember, members do not realize, but they are being allocated various portfolios once you become a council member. Now, your responsibility starts with the allocation of the portfolio. It doesn't always necessarily mean that how much is going to cost me my next CPD. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It is the council member and how active they are with the current involvement, the challenges they pay for us, which go on regularly, and how can council support in terms of new regulations and involvement of technology, etc., which can help us as members. Yes, we get subscription for members, so they are. Thank you. And for that, I'm pretty sure that CPM Mollen will be able to fully do justice as a council member of his bank. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. for that powerful remark about Sister Mollen Achayo. And the next speaker, as we move towards winding up that segment, I know there are quite a number of people who want to speak. Of course, I will still give some more to speak. We have CPA Edward ready to also say a word or so.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is CPA Edwin Ouma. I am delighted. I think if I say I'm happy, it will be underrating the word. Because, first of all, the room is full to the brim. I'm happy for that. Thank you for coming to support our sister. Now, to the Agile agenda. We are so much aware of our strategic plan as ISPAC. I am confident to say that the Agile agenda is aligned to our strategic plan. Apart from that, I'm happy to be here for my sister, Cynthia Mollen, and I really wish you the best. From the words of Chinua Achebe, you can tell a ripe corn by the look. If you look at Cynthia Mollen Achayo, indeed she's ripe for the position. And I really wish you well. I wish you well, and I know you're going to make us proud with the Agile agenda. I am here, and I'm requesting each and every one of you, for those who are online, and for those who have attended the event physically, to consider voting for Cynthia Mollen Achayo, because I believe that she's going to deliver. I know she's someone who speaks her mind, and it is very unfortunate that when you speak your mind, people normally misinterpret it to mean you are maybe rude, or rather you don't like the opinion. But if you speak your mind, you will always be, there will always be that perception that maybe Yeah, you get ready. But all in all, I am hopeful that CPA Mollen and Chair will carry the day. And I equally pray to you that may God make your wishes come true. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What we say to CPA? Well, I almost forgot that we are in a church setting, and therefore, if I say that, probably maybe somebody will say amen. Okay, thank you. There is a CPA Paul who wants to step out, and I want to plead with you that we allow him say just a word or so before he steps out. CPA Paul, wherever you are, is online, right? If you could hear me, can you kindly take the mic and just say a word or so before we move to CPA William? CPA Paul, can you hear me?
Madam, okay, have unmuted you.
Okay. Are you there, Paul?
Just ask him to unmute. Ask him to unmute.
Please take it to unmute.
Okay. Please just unmute yourself and speak kindly. CPA Paul, please. Okay, seemingly there is.
Hello?
Okay, yes.
Can you hear me?
We can pretty well.
All right, thank you. So, good evening, everyone. I have a few points to say about Molly. One is to encourage you to really prepare to vote for her. Two, I have known her for over a decade, the better part of it as my former student, and the latest being a professional colleague. So that means I can put a lot of testimony to her. Molly is an epitome of what an empowered woman can do. And, it just demonstrates to us that women don't necessarily need to be overly supported to be able to achieve the dreams. Having observed her all the way from a student to what she is now is really something that, is worth writing about and is worth taking home. I've looked at the agenda, the Agile agenda, and this speaks to agility. I don't know how she came up with this, but of course, in her nature, she's equally very agile, out to look for new opportunities. So the whole idea around accountability, around growth, innovation, leadership, and empowerment really speaks well to her character. And one person there or two already said that she speaks her mind, and that's what we need in terms of leadership. Of course, that has some consequences, but being able to speak your mind is what we need, in a leadership setup like the one that we have in the council that takes care of thousands of accountants and may be called upon to say no to some decisions, even if they were bordering on what is not popular. And of course, that is Molly for you. So we really want to encourage members that in Molly we have an opportunity to be able to achieve, to be able to realize some of the goals that East Park, forges for. The resilience, the confidence, and the ability to inspire that we see in Molly is really undesirable. And we want to encourage you again one more time to think about the Agile agenda, to think about Molly, convince every other person who is not here with us to be able to consider that vote and cast it as is may be required. Molly, as your former teacher, I'm very proud of you. You know, sometimes when you look forward and you see some of your students, I just saw CPA Eston there, and I just smiled. At some stage, I also saw CPA Terry Opio there, former student, and I just smiled. So wherever I am, I'm very, very proud of you people. Let's give Molly the support that is required, and I have high level of confidence that we will back this home. Thank you very much, and we wish you a very successful evening. Molly, all the best as you give or unpack your agenda today. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much. It's always very sweet when you see your student prospering, and I'm glad that this quest has brought everybody on board, including those who know Mollen right from the lecture hall. That is so powerful. May God bless you. I want to also recognize the presence of CPA David Okumu, the branch chair, who is on board virtually. Feel most welcome, sir. Indeed, it is a great honor and pleasure to be part of this initiative. Allow me now invite CPA William physically to come and make FCPA. Thank you. Thank you, FCPA William, for coming on board. You'll agree with me, the background that I did give earlier is that I'm just a privileged man to be here. Otherwise, errors and omissions are expected when it comes to such jargons. Welcome, FCPA William. God is good. All the time. All the time. God is good, and that is his nature.
We are here for one purpose.
Yes.
How are you, CPA Mollen? Fine. I just want to say very briefly about Mollen. I believe I worked with her for quite some time. In this park, as the secretary, Nyanga, for a reasonable period. And I want to thank her first for making my work be much easier. How? She's capable of making decisions. Give her an opportunity to make decisions, she will, and she will not disappoint you. Give her a lot of work, she will finish, complete, and revert back to you regardless of time. Level of integrity, I cannot talk about. She's of high level of integrity. I have worked with people, and naturally it's not easy to work with me, because if your level of integrity is questionable, then we will not move. Accountability is with her. You will know the way I know that when you came in, there was nothing like floating the branch. She built it up, and we were able to work. You're getting it. She's also brilliant. She doesn't play with the reading, and that is an outcome of her documents. For the period I have known her, she is of high moral standards. I've never had any question that I can talk about or about her morality. Principle, she's capable to abandon work if you are asking her to participate in corrupt practices. She's going my prayer to her. Rarely do I stand and talk about any candidate. I think it will be the first time. And I don't talk about somebody. I only talk about somebody I know. Because what I say, within a period of time, it will be tested and people will say, yes, you say something which is true. When we started, Kisumu branch that people talk about, courtesy of Mollen. She did all the work. Me, mine was just to find out how far have you gone. If you go to Obambo Mix Secondary School, was the best, I think, in the Republic in business, courtesy of the books she bought for that school. That was an innovation. If you talk about mere students doing accounts and BCom, that was her presentation when we went there. What do you say about her? I know Mollen is capable of leaving a job. She doesn't know where she's going next. And because of the question of integrity. If you know me, the best you can do for me is help me to support CP Mollen Achayo, who was then the Secretary Grant and Hospital Care, and God's grace is sufficient. God will do wonders. I believe, I know so many accountants in Kenya and beyond. And I know that if you want somebody who will support you to the end, articulate members' issues, provide quality leadership, give prompt feedback to members as is expected of them, lead people without looking at the tribe, looks at key on quality, then you think of her. Regardless of where you are, if you want somebody who will articulate your issues at the council level, I know so many people. The only thing I not do, because they are not here, I may not talk about them, but I can only talk about the one I know best. May God graciously bless you, be ahead of you, touch the heart of each and every voter for you to realize the dream. Because in all situations, God is able. And this one, God is able. If I say beyond that, I'll be taking a lot of time. I know the manifesto, you are agile. I will admire that you talk about them. But I just want to say that FCPA Upendra has talked. I was imagining FCPA Abuta would be here. FCPA Hespo Nomolo is here. CPO Kumu is around. Only to mention a few. You have done wonders for this branch. In terms of members recruitment, there are people who came on board because you are able to touch their hearts, to move from places to places, and bring them back on board so that they can register as Nyanza members. Not only in Nyanza, the whole country. You have been in ISPA committees and you have done wonders. If I continue, I'll be repeating what my fellow professionals, colleagues, and friends have talked about you. She's a mother and she's a wife. She thinks about her family, despite the fact that there's a lot of work. As she walks to wherever she's going, she equally thinks about family. In this sense, we are praying that the person we are taking into the council be a family person. Allocating work. Me, I'm seated quiet. Other people will call me and they say, I believe CPA Mollen is in charge. Give her the opportunity, send her to the council, and I am certain once she's elected, you will be thinking of giving her better placement within ISPAC than what she's currently going for. May God richly bless you, pave your way and cover you until the thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That is so humbling and very, very powerful. And my take home or takeaway is that please give Mollen this opportunity, not only for herself, but for him too. That is so powerful. And I'm tempted to say that if you're looking for a leader, then Mollen is here for you. Probably you may not have as an option if you're looking for a missed leader instead of a leader. But if you're looking for a leader, I want to agree based on these comments and positive recommendations that he or she is to serve you. We have CPA Nyokabi. Then I would want to break the monotony. Not that we are not giving some more people an opportunity to speak, but RISPA and I were running this program. So after consulting, we will allow Nyokabi to speak. And then after Nyokabi shall have spoken, we will briefly go by the suggestion that was given by the senior who has just spoken, that we also get it from the horse's mouth. But before then, I will allow RISPA to briefly read us the profile of Mollen after Nyokabi. After which, RISPA will go ahead and bring Mollen on board to also speak. It is always important and key to get it from the horse's mouth. And because FCPA William mentioned Mollen being a family person and somebody who has family dear to her, I will tell you, those who are virtual and even those who are physical here, that Mollen fully gets the support of the family and the husband is here. I'm tempted to say that when Mollen will be coming over here to speak, the husband will accompany her to speak, right? Yes, and we'll say a word. So I want to allow Nyokabi to just come over and say something briefly. Then I will take back the microphone to my co-host, Arispa, to take us through Mollen's profile. After which, before she sits, quote unquote, Mollen will come together with her present family to just say something to at least bring this point home, closer home for that matter. Nyokabi, please. CPA Nyokabi. Online, CPA Nyokabi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Kindly take the mic.
But allow me to be off, not on camera.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. Now, good evening, FCPAs and CPAs. My name is CPA Rosemary Nyokabi. I'm joining this call from Kiambu County. So we are here because of Mollen, CPA Mollen. I've known Mollen for quite some time because we were in branch leadership together. And I know her as a very bold lady, a lady who speaks up her mind, who is never afraid to speak. When we go for the seminars, the ISPAC seminars, she must participate in the topics of the day. And I love that about her. Her Agile agenda is very rich, and we need to support her for this position. Being a lady who is that bold, we support her. Let's mobilize others to give her enough votes to join the council. I know she has a lot to give in that council. And together with the other ladies who are vying for the chairmanship, with Mollen, I know that we are going to have a very strong council. So this evening, I'm pleading with everyone here, and even those ones who are not here, your networks, kindly talk to them and let them vote for Mollen, CPA Mollen. So I wish you well, CPA. I know you very well. I know you are a lady of integrity. As young as you are a real leader, and I vote for you for this council position. So back to the thank you so much.
Kindly put off your mic if you can.
That's all.
Joshua, please, if you can kindly unmute so that we get what is within your cabin size. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you can change it. Within your cabin. Did you finish?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that. We apologize for that technical hitch. I want to politely plead that we check on our microphones so that we have them unmuted to avoid some interference. Thank you so much for taking note of that. We have CBA Hillary, who will come and speak. Hillary, I suppose online. Hillary should be online. If you could take the mic and also say a word or so. Can you hear me, Hillary? CPA Hillary? Okay, sorry. Then now that Hillary is not on board, allow me put a pause just there so that I bring on board my co-host, Rispa, to just take us briefly through Mollen Achayo's profile. Then after which, we will come back and tell you what to follow. I believe that even our online team is still active and so far so good. Take it up, Rispa. Wherever you are.
Thank you so much, Eric. Confirming, mic testing. Can you hear me?
Yes, pretty well.
Great. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, FCPS and CPS. I think, Mollen, one of the things that I'm very, very proud of you is what I hear people talking to you being a lady of integrity. And for me, really, there is no accountability without integrity. And by extension, for me, integrity is actually character in action. And therefore, I'm extremely proud of you, and I hope that that will propel the Agile agenda even as we near the ballot box. Now, it's now my distinct honor to invite to the podium CPA Mollen Achayo. But before I do that, I really want to appreciate that her Agile agenda is rooted in vision, but it's also backed with the experience.
Candidates are presidential candidates, but rather.
Now, I don't know how we are going to mute people. Eric helped me with that. I almost lost my thought process. Anyways, what I'm saying is that the Agile agenda is rooted in vision, yes, but it's also backed with a lot of experience and integrity and a relentless commitment by CPM Mollen. And we've seen her demonstrate this both at the county and by extension at the national level. So CPM Mollen Adhiambo Achayo is a member number 12921. She's a seasoned professional with a master's and bachelor's in commerce from Catholic University. She's a certified public accountant. She's a graduate of Strategic Leadership and Development Program, and she's also a certified trustee. Well, CPA Mollen has served on the ISPAC member services, the devolution subcommittees, and she's represented the Institute on national media platforms, like the big conversations on the finance bill, and she's directly supported over 17 CPD events. Very passionate about that. She's also recruited 231 plus new members and has led 9 impactful CSR initiatives. And because of this, she's been able to do this, a lot of this, through a leadership in action, and of course, anchoring on strategic leadership and also her integrity. Now, from the boardroom to grassroots engagement, Mollen has consistently proven that agility, accountability, and member empowerment are more than campaign slogans. They are how she leads, and we've had enough people speak to that. And therefore, with a firm grasp of governance, public finance, and institutional growth, CPA Mollen brings the kind of leader our institute needs. She's agile, she's grounded, and she's deeply committed to you, the members. And while at it, she ensures that she's staying integral and she's having the members' focus at heart. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, FCPS and CPS, family and friends, please help me give a resounding virtual welcome, or those of us physically present, please allow me to use your support and have CPA Mollen Achayo come to the podium and deep dive to us through the Agile agenda. Thank you so much. Welcome so much, CPA Mollen Achayo. We are happy to have you, and we are giving you the entire time. We are going to listen carefully as you deep dive into the Agile agenda. Members, as she's coming in and she's setting up, remember, the Agile agenda speaks to growth. We are speaking to innovation. We are speaking to your empowerment of the Institute. But we are also speaking to leadership of you, the members, leadership at ISPAC, the Institute. But you're also speaking to leadership of she, CPM Mollen Achayo. Thank you so much, and let us deep dive into the Agile agenda. Mike is over to you, CPM Mollen. Please take it.
Thank you so much, CPA Achola. Also, I call her Nyakinda. Indeed, you are Nyakinda. And shall we have a word of prayer? Eternal Father in heaven, we come before thy throne of mercy this evening. We want to thank you for the gift of this day. May you take control of this program. For this we pray, trusting and believing in Jesus' name. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues, CPS, and members of the College of Fellows who are inside this room and watching online, good evening. Good evening once more. Wow. I lack words. I lack words to just express myself. And I even don't know from where to begin. But just before I just say a word, allow me just recognize the presence of one person who is just been a great pillar to this process. He is the man behind the deck and does a lot of things. So my husband is here with us this evening, although he's been moving up and about because he's a person who is very hands-on. Allow me just let him say hi to us before I speak, and then I will just take a few of our moments to speak to my agenda, and of course appeal to us to buy in and support my bid to become a council member for the period 2025-2028. So PJ, wherever you are, please come. And
Somebody is whispering something, but I've not heard it. Thank you so much. I am not an accountant myself, but to the profession, to the ISPAC family, I'm giving you a jewel. And the jewel that I'm giving you, make good use of it. Vote for her, and you will not be disappointed. When she talked of the journey with ISPAC, CPA William came here and said something. I just want to add something that it is. When he was as a branch, there was no physical. There's a day she gave a meeting. Whoever's on his phone kindly mute. There's a day she came from a meeting with files and she was raped on territory. If we're talking of growth, she has witnessed it. How I wish members of the ISPAC family give her this opportunity so that you can grow together. Thank you so much. Take it up. God bless you, and I wish you.
thank you so much, PJ. I think members of my family, we have two boys, actually three. One had dialed in from Israel, and another one is, I saw him on, looks like he dropped. And then the young one was in school, but has gone home. He should have been here, but they are doing exams, so he's preparing for his exams. But he's really supporting mom and rooting for mom. The other day he asked me, so when you become a member, does your name change? Like doctor or what? How do we call you? And I told him, you still will refer to me as mom, but then you can call me council member officially in the house. So that's aside. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe just to understand a brief story of who I am and probably where I've come from and why today I present myself to become a council member of the Institute. That several years ago, I had a chance to benefit from the KCA work study program. And as a young girl, I had a friend who hailed from Kadem called Kandi Adembo. So the two of us in the corridors of KCA, we would walk, and one morning there was a meeting. I was privileged to work at the then director of campus, Daniel Morris Musungu. So as I went taking tea to the boardroom, I was told members of council, ISPA council, are having a board meeting. And I wondered to myself, so how do you become a council member for ISPAC? Let alone even getting into section 6, because I was just doing my part 1. And internally, I told myself, one day, I will be in this boardroom taking tea as a council member. That was a statement of self-belief and a dream. So a lot has happened in between, and today I find myself here. But I think for me, presenting myself to become a candidate for ISPAC election is just not a title. To me, it's a perfect gift that I can give back to the Institute through the very institution that bred life into me when I was a young girl. So at this very moment, I wish to just say thank you so much, the KCA University, for the work study program. You made this girl standing here to become not an accountant, but now want even to serve in council of the Institute. So I'm eternally very grateful. How we pray that through my being there as a council member, if elected, we can expand that space to offer more chance to many girls, young girls and boys who are yearning to get education through the work study program. Having said so, 7 years ago, I had privilege to serve members of the Institute. And for me, my first time serving was not through a vote. And it was in this very, very hall. So when I requested to be given a hall to launch my manifesto, I requested that I needed hall Achayo at Acacia. And why? Because this room is full of a lot of memories and nostalgia, because this is where my journey began. So seated behind at an AMM, where that was my first ever AMM in 2015. I come into an AMM not knowing what is waiting for me, and then there is an election for which there is no person seeking to serve in the position of Migori County representative. So I raised my hand that day to serve members, and there has never been a turning back. 7 years of good service, of working with members, of mentorship in the process. So my candidacy as a council candidate today or this evening presents not just growth for myself, but growth that I've witnessed in the Institute. When we didn't have physical branch offices to where now we have branch offices, and not just branch offices, which are also manned by personnel. So I seek to serve members in council under the Agile agenda. And members, why Agile? But when I served members for 7 years, I learned the pain point of each and every accountant in this country. And the conversations were very similar. Whether you speak to an accountant in Kwale, you speak to an accountant in Garissa, you speak to one in Marsabit or Kehansha, their stories were just the same. And the questions that members still ask till today is that what is it in me for me as a member when I join the Institute? And why is it that the cost of compliance must be very high? I respond by saying that I was privileged to serve in the Member Services Committee. And looking at the demographics of our members, almost 45% of our members fall below the category of, fall within the category of members within the ages below 35. And looking at it critically, I ask myself a question, that what do we do to ensure that this great mass of members not only join the Institute, but also stay? Because again, another statistic that I picked when I serve members is that quite a number come in, And just the other day, I was seeing young boys and girls excited on LinkedIn, those that I follow, that today I finally got my certification to become a CPA. The next question that posed into my mind was, are we able as an institute to keep that joy that they had? That are we going to maintain the joy they have in their hearts, sharing their certifications on LinkedIn and saying that today I finally got that certification, that 5 or 7 years down the line, will they ever be very proud and very happy to say that for 7 years I've been a member of the Institute and I am so excited? Is it going to be an exciting journey, or is it going to be that which is full of regrets? So the answers to those many questions, members, colleagues who are watching online, and those seated here physically, that lies in my Agile agenda. And my Agile agenda speaks to 5 critical things. Number 1 is accountability. And why do I say accountability? But because as an institute, we are a regulator. So for regulation to thrive, we must be accountable. So my proposition, if I become a council member, is that I need to bring my voice into shifting our focus to enhance regulation. How do we do this? That we need to channel resources, financial, human resource, and technical capacities towards the regulatory arm of the institute. How are we going to do that? These are the practical steps that I propose that we should do to ensure we enhance regulation. The resources will be needed to conduct a lot of media awareness, citizenry education, so that members begin to appreciate the role that accountants play and the need to just work within the space that is confined and regulated as members. Number 2 is that we need to have the role of regulation cascaded down to the very small unit of our constituencies, where we have the 47 county governments. And why do I say that? That there is urgent need to continuously and routinely nerve those ones who are masquerading as accountants wherever they are. And I thank God that the current accountants amendment, the proposed amendment to the Accountants Act that has been going on, proposes very stiffer penalties for members who masquerade, who want to practice without license, and even criminalizes the act of practice without a license. So with the amendment, together with enough resources that are cascaded down, we are able to enhance regulation and be active on the ground. Number 2 is that we need to also have a court-backed process, tribunal of assault, where cases of malpractice or persons who are practicing without certificates are named when they are caught, they are charged in court, and then they act as a deterrent to any person who may want to pursue such actions. The other thing is that once we have become accountable to the outer public, we must be accountable to our members. And how do we become accountable to members? That we need to institute governance audit, regular governance audit on our role as council members. That as council members, we must be accountable in terms of how we use the resources of members, how we respond to member issues, the feedback mechanism. I propose a letter from your leader monthly that we'll be giving from council to members to be able to just speak to the issues that were raised, a dashboard that these were the concerns that we got from members, this is how they were addressed, and these are the ones that are still pending. On growth, I think the focus would be that we need to lessen the burden of compliance. And when I look at growth, I look at it from two angles. We have growth and then sustainability. And all these things, by the way, as I speak to them, they are tied to the strategic plan of the Institute. Under the 4 pillars of the strategic plan, so growth links to sustainability in the strategic plan. Because without growth, there can never be sustainability, and you can also not focus on sustainability without growth. So we need to grow as an institute, but we cannot grow and the members are not growing. So how do we grow as an institute? We need to diversify our revenue. We must lessen the burden of member-driven revenue and focus on other areas. Currently, the Institute has a research and development committee that is very active and is working round the clock. How do we harness that talent? By commercializing white papers that emanate from such research that can then be used to generate revenue. How do we market well our research forums so that they can attract more members participating? That will then come as a revenue stream to the Institute. Number two, there is also the need to commercialize our digital platforms. We can do podcasts that are commercialized and people subscribe, and that would also be a revenue generating stream for the Institute. Why do I suggest diversification? But over time, we've seen members being the contributors to the revenue stream of the Institute. And this is fatiguing because members are also feeling so tired, they are feeling fatigued, and the cost of compliance is growing day by day. Now, on innovation, I want to look at 4 critical things that we need to use available tools that are now here with us, like we need to look at AI and data analytics. For AI, I'm looking at a talent center, a resource talent center where young accountants can be pushed together, and then we use AI, artificial intelligence, to place them to wherever, link them to job opportunities that are available, and the same AI can be used to match skills, so that there is no human intervention where people feel that so and so was favored against the other. When you use the tools, and we have a platform, then we can pilot that platform at the institute, at the secretariat in Nairobi, and then we cascade it down in the 9 branches. That can be supported through AI, and that is also linked to the strategic plan of the institute, because the institute is looking at, when you look at the implementation matrix of the institute on its strategic plan, the institute seeks to use available technology and tools to support member services. So AI will be such one tool. Another suggestion is that we need to use blockchain technology for registration of members. Why do I say that? One time I was seated at an interview where we found a member who had forged a membership certificate for ISPAC. Why is that possible? Because currently we use a normal technology for registration and licensing of our members. I suggest the use of blockchain because blockchain presents itself ledgers that are immutable. You cannot change them. They have a feel that once it is generated, you cannot immute it, you cannot change it. And then it offers a very tamper-proof registration process that is verifiable, where even employers can log in and verify real time. And then again, that is also important because it positions the institute as a leader in technology, where we could also be seen as a center of excellence available for benchmark. One will ask me that, how is that possible? It has been used, CPA Canada uses it, Kenya Digital Ajira has also a platform where they have practiced the use of blockchain for registration process. So it is something that is doable. It is not theory. We can also embrace it as an institute. The other thing on technology or innovation for our members practicing, they can also embrace the use of AI in for detection of fraud, where you are analyzing large sets of data. AI can support to just show you demographics and quickly pick numbers that are not having a normal distribution or sparks that would suggest the fraud that is going on and so forth. Why is this important? That helps practitioners to spend less time doing analysis that they would have done probably with tools such as Excel, because then work becomes very easy. On innovation, I mean, I've spoken about the other issues around even innovations around how do we infuse ESG reporting in day-to-day life of an accountant, because that is an innovative way of doing things. It is coming up with us. We need to fast run with it. How do we offer certification courses around ESG for our members? How do we make it a very living tool and life for an accountant who is practicing, whether in Kenya or outside? I did talk about the issue of growth in terms of opening space for our members beyond our borders. With AI or with the digital center, placement center, we are able to even link our accountants with employment outside Kenya, which are remote jobs. COVID taught us that we can work remotely, and global employers now even job hunt in our country. So how do we position ourselves by providing a platform where employers can get human resource from the from IFPA portal that is guaranteed, because when they get a stamp from there, they can be guaranteed of integrity in terms of the quality of staff we are offering. And then, of course, then it is a platform where any person joining in can then get whatever it is that they're looking for. How is this going to work? We will work with recruiters. Together, we partnership. That is now where the strategic partnerships come in. We partner with recruiters, and then we have a portal that supports that process. So when under leadership, I think for leadership there is a lot that we can do. And number one, as an individual, I have proven track record for being a leader. So I wish to bring my voice in the table. And those who have known me very clearly know that I am quite an objective person. And that as a leader, you must stand for something. So I stand for just being there for you, the member, and supporting that which will make the member very comfortable. So again, in terms of matters, advocacy, media engagement, I've proven that I can do media engagement on matters of public discourse and speak to issues that affect us and our position as an institute. So I am never a shy person. I speak my mind the way I'm supposed to speak it, and that is what is expected of a leader. Of course, there are issues of advocacy, working with the employers. When the Accountants Amendment Act came by, one of my submissions was that we wish to see that of that one particular representation on persons who are not professional accountants, we should be given a representation from the Kenya Federation of Employers. Why did I say that? Because I know that is a very strategic partner, that once we have them in council, the issues about remuneration of our staff, our accountants who don't work in the public sector, are unemployed by corporates, can become very easy. Because quite a number of these things don't require legislation. Quite a number of these things require advocacy, persuasion, lobbying, and of course being at the table where the conversations happen. So I think that is very possible once we have that. But even without that, we should be able to have leaders who can go into that space and fight for members for our profession to get a space. I think we slumbered a bit when the constitution was being put in place, that a lot of things ran away from us. But all is not lost because we still have chance. I want to say that I'm going to be a leader as a council member given chance. We always fight for the cake that belongs to our profession and ensure that our members are placed within the positions that we want. When I worked as a branch chair, we were able to lobby for members to be even given positions at the county levels. One of them was even a position at the Budget and Economic Forum, where we got our members to be given chance within the municipal boards. Why? Because I have a voice that can go up there and say, we have members, we also want representation within the governance space of our nation. So under empowerment members, this is where the game changer is. My number one agenda under empowerment is that we seek to empower members through our benevolent scheme. And why our benevolent scheme? Currently, the benevolent scheme is not anchored in any law. One of my submissions, and if you check, that I made to the task force was that we need to amend, we need to insert a new section in the Act that anchors our benevolent fund in law. And why is that important? That until it is anchored in law, we cannot separate it from our own resources and then run it as an independent fund that will help us to enhance benefits for our members. So that was my proposition. But even before that happens, I will support given chance in council, together with my council colleagues, that we need to look at that fund and see how we can bring in more value beyond just debt, such as support during times of distress. If you look at what has happened with the Trump advisory, a number of our members have gone into a lot of job losses. How do we see to it that that fund becomes even a place where you can draw in even some little stipend for 3 months as you set your foot? So those are conversations that we must be live to because members suffer. How do we enhance that benevolent fund to even support dependents of a member who is a young one who probably has lost life through an accident and children are left? Can we see that that fund can even support, if not all, at least even 2 of the 6 children to education? LSK does that. We can also borrow a model from them. So those are the issues that I seek to canvas around empowerment. And beyond empowerment, I'm also seeking to look at how we can get in support for members, young accountants who want to begin practice. And my proposition is that we need to have a guaranteed fund that is supported through strategic partnership with the lending institutions. And then the institute acts as a guarantor. Of course, we are going to use, someone asked me, I got a question that I would read as I conclude from a member who, when he read my manifesto and said, how are you intending to do the guarantee scheme? And I said, it is not ISPAC lending, but we are partnering with institutions who are lending to give a product that is friendly in terms of the rate of return, and of course that is backed by a guarantee by the institute. And we vet members thoroughly, we train them, we take them through starting the process of practice and support them, and then they get resources to be able to start up those practice. Members, I will not be able to go through each and every word of my manifesto, but in a nutshell, that is what I think if we have a conversation around, and together with your support and those that are even not dialing in, we can make our institute grow. My mantra in my manifesto is that we cannot have a mouthful of conversation. We can only have one conversation at a time. So the many issues that we have, we will rank them according to priority and what really would impact members. So those low-hanging fruits, we can quickly run with them. The ones that require a bit of time, we shall also put them in the pipeline. And remember, 3 years is such a long time. I commit to you that given a chance to serve you, I will serve you with utmost integrity, diligence, resilience, go-getter attitude, where whatever it is that we want as a profession, we must get, because we have to be very intentional about changing this institute. I am one person that is willing to come at the door of National Treasury, so that if there are things that we are looking for that really will impact us as members, we should get. And that will only happen when we become resilient. If you go knocking at a door at night and you are having, I would use a tummy run, and you are looking to be taken to the hospital, if you are not persistent enough and those people are asleep, they may not open the door. So you will knock and knock until the door is finally open. I invite you to share in my agenda, in my dream, walk with me that journey. It is a journey of growth, of inspiration, because I didn't know I would get to this place. So until you live in a moment where you know where someone has come from, you will not know the distance they have covered. So those who have known me at a very personal level, Kinateri here who have spoken, can attest to the fact that I am a living testimony. I am a living testimony of what great networks can do, of what hand-holding can do, of what right mentorship can do. And that can only happen in this family of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants. I move in to create that environment for many young accountants who are coming after me, and even those that have gone before me. Thank you so much. Allow me at this particular point in time to invite my guests who have been supporting me through this process to just help us unveil the agenda. And before I sit, I want to thank you so much, Chir, Michelle, Sharon, and Peru. You guys have outnumbered me in terms of energy and strength. You've given me love. You've shown me the kind of love that nobody has shown me. May the Lord bless you, keep you. Let's do this again, and let's focus on take us to the other. Let's do this as a meeting with me. We will engage the foundation.
Thank you so much. That was quite elaborate. That was quite deep, and I believe
you have something to write home about. Let us allow our good professionals there to come and help us in that segment. It is so powerful indeed, well articulated.
So I invite FCPA Kupendra Shah, FCPA William Mogola, Terry Ratemo to just come up front and support us in this process as we just take a photo to symbolize the unveiling of this manifesto.
Sure.
Oh, and I saw one, Sylvia, please come in front. These are people who know the journey, this journey. And my colleague Nabot, oh no, yes, they are here. Please come. Yes.
Can we have a mighty hand clap as they come over for those who are there spiritually? Spiritual, great, wonderful. That's powerful. That's powerful. And then for the online participants, don't you worry. You are well represented here, and I gave this photo cut across. I don't know how, but I believe we are together spiritually in this. This is so powerful. Because this is where the common saying, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. It is officially unveiled, and Mollen, CPA Mollen Achayo is placing it to show you. Can we have one more time a mighty hand clap for the stage? Powerful. Correct, correct. Okay, this is very, very wonderful. Thank you so much. We are a privileged lot to be part of this initiative. Right.
Thank you. Maybe before I sit, I saw a few connections. I saw chairperson candidates logging in. Someone requested to just speak, say one word, and then they can drop. I don't know that they are still online. If I saw Professor Kalunda, I saw CPA Rispo League, and of course at some point I saw CPA Anwangeshi. If they are still there, we could allow them just say something. And of course, we're also going to give chance to also other council candidate aspirants who are here to just say a word and of course request if they could be supported. I'm not sure that are still there. We could check if you have any of them.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
that is well taken
Eric
care of.
and Rispa, you would assist to have them speak.
Yeah, sure. I believe that is quite elaborate. Our dear candidate, the Mollen Achayo, that is quite elaborate indeed. I want to repeat one more time. And I want to say, I'm tempted to say that when I grow up in the next world, I would want to be a CPA too. Today I'm a journalist, but tomorrow I would want to be a CPA too. And now that she was that elaborate, I believe that if I was to be reporting, then I would simply say enough said, enough heard, and of course enough seen. Eric Komolo reporting from Kisumu, and my work would be done. Thank you so much. I think at this particular time, having mentioned that she was that elaborate, I want to allow just a window of 2 or 3 participants asking a question or so to our candidate Mollen. It is a question and answer segment. And I believe maybe if I can just ask our online participants, by a show of hand, you can raise your hand by giving me that signal just to be able to know that we are still together. And I want to report to you that physically we have a number of people, many people indeed, still alive and nobody is dozing. So let me just confirm. In communication, we believe in confirming. Can I see by a show of hand those who are active online and are still following the event online? Are they raising up their hands? Okay, thank you so much. This is wonderful. I can also see thumbs up. Thank you, CPA Victor Ogutu. Thank you, Monica Otieno. Thank you, CPA Rispa Olik. Among many others, just to mention a few. This is so great. This is so great. I'm glad that you are still together and we are not moving on alone. Like I said earlier, I want to allow a few questions and answers, and then we move to the next step. If there is anybody online, the first opportunity I want to now give our online participants, if there is somebody who wants to ask our candidate here a question,
I want to request that you have your hands raised so that we spot you and give you the airtime to just ask a question. Anybody, for the interest of time, we may not take much time around that place. All right. Allow me to treat that as a pointer that everything that Mollen said was up to date and elaborate enough. Having mentioned that, allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to move to the next step, probably towards the tail end of our activity here tonight. Thank you so much. There is a feedback here that I'm requested to read, and this one comes from CPA Jarida Ombati to everyone. CPA Jarida says, I've known CPA Mollen as a professional of integrity, a supportive mentor, and someone who genuinely uplifts others. I am grateful she introduced me to the ICPAK Nyanza branch. I fully support her candidacy for the ICPAK Council. What do we say to that beautiful message? Great. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. We will read them as they stream in. Now we have candidates who are also aspiring to secure positions in this whole thing, and they are here with us. I just want to mention or allow them also to raise up their hands. Can I see by a show of hand the candidates present so that we are able to give them a chance to speak? Okay, thank you. Let me see by a show of hand, just one candidate speaking, then okay, there's somebody, okay, CPA Professor Elizabeth. I can see your hands up. Let me start with CPA Professor Elizabeth. You have the mic and kindly speak.
Okay, let's go. 10, 9, 8.
Can you hear me?
High school accounts clerk.
Okay, are you there?
She's there. I don't know if she's possibly struggling to unmute. CPA Professor Kalunda, just try once more. Could the host, the other side, try to unmute her?
Okay, that is noted. Professor, please, if you could try one more time. CPA Professor Elizabeth.
Perfect, she's now unmuted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so let me lower my hand first. So let me take this opportunity, one, to really thank CPA Mollen for putting herself up for this as a position of leadership, and to congratulate her for the campaigns that she's done so far. We are now in our last stretch, and I know it can get so tired. I want to wish her all the strength. I want to pray for her that she can continue being agile as her agenda is, and also to wish her the very, very best in her campaigns. I know that you've done a good job. You have a good history in terms of your service to the Institute, and I believe you are the right candidate in terms of qualification and in terms of dedication to be a leader at the Institute. So today is your day, but I just want to mention to you, all those who are listening, those who have logged in, and those who are there physically, that I'm also a candidate vying for the position of chairman. And I take it as an honor that you've invited all the candidates here. For me, I say that's a big show that you can work as a team, and that you value the sense and the power of teamwork. So I would be happy to have you as part of the members in the council. And I just want to wish you all the very best. Today is your day. Please give it the last strength that you have, and let us sleep only after 15th. I think that's the best time. That's what I would like to say. So all the best in your Agile agenda. Keep being agile and continue planning on how you're going to implement that in council. So with that, I want to take it back to you and to thank you, Amin, for everything. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the best. I can see FCPA Anne. If you could also take to the podium, just say a word also. Have the mic.
Yes, I do. Good evening, FCPAs and CPAs. CPA Mollen, congratulations. I am so proud of you. You are not only a professional colleague, but you are my sister. We have walked this journey for many years. We started at the branch. I know what you believe in. I know what you stand for. And from the bottom of my heart, I wish you the very best. We have discussed this many times. You have shared your dreams, and I know what you really want to do for our members. I love the Agile agenda because you're also very agile. So with the strength that you have continued to serve members, CPA Mollen, this is the last push, a few more days to the ballot. May God guide you and may you have the strength to push on, and may we get victory. Beyond that, we always say beyond the 15th, we still remain sisters. We have walked personal journeys together, and I wish you the very best. So God bless you, and thank you everyone who's showed
Sorry. Well, we lost you.
I am also a candidate. Sorry for that. I'm not sure at what point. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So I was just finalizing to say that I'm also a candidate for this year's election for the position of chairman. And as we support Mollen, I request that you also support me for the position of chairman. And I know that together we will make ISPA great. So all the very best, Mollen. May God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My take home is that after 15th, we are still a family, right? The next person whom I'm going to invite to also say a word is somebody whom I know. At least I know somebody. I also know an FCP and CPA apart from Mollen, and that is one RISPA colleague. Just like I saw a senior being very happy for seeing Mollen grow his candidate or his student. RISPA also at some point way back in the year 2008 gave me an opportunity while in campus to run with my industrial attachment in an organization where she was a branch accountant, One Vision Kenya to be precise. RISPA, feel most welcome and also say a word.
Thank you. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Good evening, FCPAs and CPAs, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, I'm really excited to see you after many years. And I'm just proud of who you've become. From the young boy, as you say, who was at my office on attachment, to the MC of the great occasion we are having today. Well done. But allow me to focus on the occasion of the day, which is just to wish CPA Mollen Achayo the best as she presents herself as a candidate for the ISPAC Council member position. Probably seated in this room today, CPA Mollen, I don't know who else is in the room. I may not have taken stock of everyone, but allow me to say probably I've known Mollen for the longest among those of you who are seated here today. It's a story for another day. But when I stand here or sit here today and I say I've known Mollen longer than PJ has known her, longer than her children have known her, that tells you or speaks to someone I knew when we were little girls. And I'm really proud of who CPA Mollen has come today, has become. And mine really is to wish you the very best. even you as you step out to serve the profession. Your passion is, I wouldn't overemphasize. People have spoken to it. Your service to the profession right from the time you served at the branch, and continuous service in various capacities at in the committees of ISPAC, and just giving yourself to do mentorship and all these other activities that you've done is really, really quite commendable. So today, as you present your agenda, the Agile agenda, it's very, very clear. It shows and speaks to someone with a clear vision, with a passion to, address challenges that are facing our profession and just take it to the next level. And again, with a deep understanding of really where our institute should be going. So well done, congratulations. Mine is just to really wish you the very best. I'm also a chair candidate. FCPS and CPS were present today. I'm vying for the position of chairman, and the caliber of candidates that we've seen, or the kind of CVs that we've seen, even with my sister Mollen, I would say that members have gotten the best. So I hope when the time comes, we'll be very objective. We will make the right choice. And I would just like to wind up by saying that so far, God has seen us, serving the various opportunities, and the best is yet to come. So, CPM Mollen, I wish you the very best. May God go before you, and may you continue with the passion that you have demonstrated, even as you reach out to members and continue on this journey as you offer yourself to serve the Institute. So, I would like to stop there and just wish everybody a good evening, even as we continue to listen to CPM Mollen as she launches her manifesto. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you so much, Rifa colleague. And let me just mention this, so I still wait for some more hands to be raised, and that we have a number of people here whom we would really want to have a minute or a second speaking to us. We have CPA Samuel Ratemo, CPA Jimmy Bovonko, FCPA Heston Omolo. Kindly stay online. We really need your wisdom and your word of advice in this. So kindly stay on. Do I have a candidate who still has a hand up?
Yes, Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, I can pretty well.
We have on call, we have FCPA Bernarda Muka. I think we can have CPA Bernarda Muka, FCPA.
Thank you very much. I guess that is CPA RISPA.
Yes, we can hear you.
Also,
thanks.
yeah. Thank you very much, colleagues, FCPAs, the guests invited, and all of us convening this evening to support our sister Chair Emeritus CPA Mollen Achayo on this special occasion when she's launching the manifesto. I want to thank you as my sister for putting up your hands on the leadership of our institute. I want to wish you the very best. You have one of the manifestos of its kind, and as fellow competitors, I know Mollen is a friend, Mollen is a believer like me together in the faith. We have had conversations for a very long time, very, very long time. And we said, look, let's go. Let's go. The field is wide. And I think what is going to be there is a win for Mollen, is a win for me. A win for me is a win for Mollen. So as we look at the 9 candidates across for the 2 positions, it is my best wish that Mollen, you work hard. I know it's been tiring. We've been working tirelessly. Most of the time we meet and it's like, really, what did you get into? We've depleted resources, but we keep on encouraging each other because we know we have one profession. That is what keeps me going. And I say our life will continue going beyond. And I even just say, like, if I didn't join this race, Mollen, if you didn't join this race, we would have not known each other and we would have not worked even stronger. I look forward to working with you. When you get to council, I will be there to support you from outside. And I know equally the conversations we've been having will also do the same. We advocate for very mature campaigns, and we will be there for each other to take the profession forward. So all the best, and I look forward. If we can both get there and celebrate, I think I will be very, very ticklish. But for now, let's keep on going. I ask everyone on call, everybody is on the road searching for votes. Let's be there for Sister Mollen. Let's there move forward. And all the best, my sister. Thank you, and God bless you all for turning out for this event. Back to you, MC.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is quite articulate and very, very humbling. Thank you so very much. Allow me to just have a look at my screen if I still have some hands up. Sorry?
Eric, I know we don't have a hand up, but we have CPA Douglas Nyokwoyo, who is also a contestant. Let's give him the mic.
Kindly do.
CPA Douglas.
Good evening, friends, colleagues, and fellow CPAs. Hope you can hear me.
We can hear you. Good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is CPA Douglas Nyokwoyo, a fellow aspirant for the position of council member. Just like Mollen, we are two positions, and we keep on saying these are mutually exclusive events. A win for one does not deter anyone from having a chance. So first things, congratulations, Mollen, for a well, executed launch. We wish you the very best as you go around searching for votes and getting to network and reaching out to friends and new people. Just like Amoka, I think we would not have known each other, at least not this personally, had we not been on this race. We know it's competitive, we know it's tiresome, but let's soldier on. A win for any one of us, just like Amuka. I'll not say a win for Mollen is a win for me. Mollen will win a seat, and I also grab mine. So, yeah, so there's no way she can take mine. So let her focus on her seat. The rest is my business. So thank you very much, Mollen. I wish you the very best. May the Lord keep you strong and safe. Remember to eat well. 3 times 1. No, have a dose, very good dose, and you do your business. We wish you well. See you next week. Let's grab what we must. Thank you very much. I wish you a good night, and if you sleep, a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was quite a sense of humor. Thank you for keeping us awake. That was wonderful, and that's the spirit. I want to believe or suppose that we've exhausted the candidates. I know it could be possible that there are some more candidates on board, but they're not willing to speak now. It's okay. I want to move a step higher towards the tail end. I'm receiving some signals from here. Speak it loudly, aloud. Okay, I'm going there. I just mentioned earlier that we have some people on board whom we would want to request to just say a word or so for us. And I just mentioned about 4 names. I want to start with the FCPA Hesbon Omolo. So if you can hear me, you can unmute your microphone, then take the floor.
Yeah, thank you so much, and allow me to ride on the protocols already established by the candidate, CPA Mollen Achayo. My name is FCPA Hesbon Omolo, and currently serving as a council member and previously as a branch leader, having been the chair of Nyanza branch between the period of 2014-2016. And during that period is when I first met CPA Mollen Achayo in one of our training programs. And the journey has been that of continuous growth for CPA Mollen Achayo, from being the county rep for Migori County and gradually stepping into the branch EXCOM through to being the chair of the branch, and now transitioning to vie for council position. I know CPA Mollen Achayo has leadership traits. She's a firm leader. When she believes in something, she will stand by it no matter what. And I think that is part of leadership that we require at the Institute, one that can stand up for what is good and objectively. So I think from where I sit, mine is to wish her all the best. And like I've always said, I have a penchant for leaders coming from the branch network, and therefore it's an exciting opportunity for her to also step up and offer herself for leadership. And I think she's given a good account of her journey and her wish list as a council member. So mine is just to wish her all the very best, and may all go well. And all this is in pursuit of good governance for our institute, supporting the leadership into the future. And of course, for seniors like us who are soon exiting the stage, it's exciting when people you've worked with, you've in one way or the other mentored through the profession, are able to rise up. Then we feel accomplished. So all the very best, CPA Mollen Achayo. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. FCPA has gone a model that was quite elaborate. The next speaker who I'm going to request to speak, CPA. My mic is on. Try the second option. Sorry for that technical hitch. The next one should be CPA Jimmy Bongogo. I guess I called that second name the right way. CPA Jimmy, if you can hear me, kindly unmute, then take to the floor. CPA Jimmy, can you hear me? Okay. I want to make an assumption that maybe she left, maybe he left, but fine. In case you come back while we're still here, then you'll get your chance. Allow me move to CPA Samuel Ratemo. CPA Samuel Ratemo, if you are online kindly. You're here physically. Great, great. Thank you, sir. And feel most welcome.
Thank you so much. CPS and FCPS, allow me to take this opportunity to very briefly say a few words. And I think this year's election has put us as accountants into a very tricky mathematics, because we have a total of 7 candidates running onto 2 slots. And these are very rich CVs. So we're going to have a very tricky choice for probability. But I think, as it has been alluded, we definitely must make a wise choice. And I would want to speak in 2 sentences about CPA Mollen Achayo, being a member that I've met and known for quite a long time. And just 2 lines. That when I look at her manifesto, she talks about accountability. What I know about her is that she is an iron lady. She means what she says, and she says what she means. And I think for people who are looking for which boxes to tick, definitely you will be very rest assured that she will not let you down. Therefore, we'll be watching for her and wish her all the best. Secondly, she is one lady who definitely talks about growth. And of course, we have seen her within her leadership do very good things for the branch, and that is why she has risen to where she is. For the benefit of time, may I say that we're here to wish CPA Mollen all the best amongst the very many candidates that are there. I think I've liked the energy and the spirit that has been displayed by the two earlier candidates who have spoken, CPA Amuka and CPA Nyokoyo, because this is a game of probability. And as it has been alluded, it is a mutually exclusive event. Unfortunately, we have two ticks to pick, and let us wish that we pick the very best for the institute. And at this juncture, CPA Mollen and Achayo, we are here to pray for you and wish you the very best, because once we get the best for the institute, it will be the best for all of us. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Those ones who have come in great numbers here, and those ones who are joining us online, thank you for your support. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, members. All right. Thank you. One more time, apologies for the technical hitch. They say in Swahili, kilicho na sura hakikosi kuwa na kisogo. And from the way things are unfolding, we are moving towards the tail end of this program. However, I wouldn't wish to leave this room or this microphone with somebody saying, I wanted to speak. However, the masters of ceremonies, are they? Master of ceremonies, I suppose. The masters of ceremonies did not give me the microphone to speak. I think we are running short on power here.
Just push it there. They're bringing another battery. They're bringing another battery.
All right, all right. We can.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you very well.
Thank you so very much. So I just said my co-host that I want to allow anybody, both virtually or physically, who feels like there is something he or she needs to speak, so that we don't have somebody who says, I wanted to say this, I wanted to wish her well. However, the microphone did not reach me, or maybe the moderators did not see my hands raised. Can I see such a person? Please do, please. I did see. And therefore, my co-host on me, please also try to identify a person so that we are not held responsible after this.
Thank you so much. To the CPA, CPA, and the guests who are here, good evening. I'm called Sabo. I feel so much delighted to say something here about our friend Mollen, Achayo. I standing here, we were with Mollen in the same college, and I'm happy to see Sylvia is behind there. My sister is there. We were in the same college at KCA, and I'm also a product of work study program, just as Molly has mentioned. Immediately when Molly was leaving, we were the team who joined behind her. And we have walked the journey as friends from college into now the world of working and interacting up to the point now we are family. So I've picked up something here that Molly has talked about that I wanted also to highlight here and put emphasis on. Through the Agile agenda here, I've picked one thing here called innovation. This is very key because we are in a world which is so much dynamic with so many things emerging. So you must put yourself strategically to capture every moment for the best result. Now, Mollen has talked about something here which is very, very critical. Everyone who is here, you can bear with me that when you talk about benevolent fund anywhere, you only think of bereavement. But I've heard her talking about a benevolent fund which can extend to cover other areas of interest. That is something very, very key. And to me, I call that one innovation. Now, Mollen has talked about something here because I've been in the banking industry, and I want to admit here that it has worked, where any corporate can act as a guarantor to the members and give out that one to the lenders to consider that guarantor, that guarantee to give members credit. So while I was at Barclays Bank, we considered that fact because for those who have been either working with the bank, you understand the loan segment there under consumer banking, whereby we only have check-off loans, where the third-party employer is involved when you are securing a loan from a bank. But we thought of having corporate also coming in to guarantee members' loans. And we were calling it direct salary point. We tried that and it worked out. In the Nyanza region, we tried it with Aga Khan Hospital, Kisumu. We tried it with Equator Bottlers, Plan International, SDA West Kenya Union, and it worked out very well. It is simple. Once the corporate has accepted to work with a lender to secure a loan for the members, it becomes very simple with the banks. You channel the salary to the bank for the period the borrower is servicing the loan. So if you're taking a loan for 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, you sign an agreement that your salary will be passing through that particular bank for the period you're servicing the loan. When the period elapses, you can change the pay point. So that one is a loan which is not check-off or mortgage. It is a loan where the employer make a guarantee, but the lender is the one availing fund to do that kind of loaning. So I've seen my friend Mollen has captured that one here. And I want to urge members that it will work out because that thing has been tried and tested across. Those are some of the things I wanted to put across under innovation and agile. Otherwise, Mollen, I wish you well. The few days remaining, keep it up. And we can join hand and give her the opportunity to serve the institute and the council, and all will be well. Otherwise, it's a thing, son.
Thank you so much. Okay, allow me read something here. Okay, thank you so much. That is noted, my co-host, Risba. And just like I said earlier, I'm not sure if I still have somebody who wants to speak. All right, please come, please come. All right, kindly come. Time is now running, but all right.
Eric, let's keep it at 90 seconds per next person, and then we have Jimmy Bogonko also online.
Thank you so much. That is well noted. So kindly introduce yourself and then say a word or two.
Good evening, members.
Good evening.
My name is Kabagunzira Bishal. I'm standing here not as an accountant, but as I can say, as a mentee from Sister Mollen. She's a very nice lady, a very nice one. I'm getting to learn so much from her. And I'd like to urge the members, the CPAs and the FCPAs, you can bank on her. The way most of the speakers have said that she's a very, I don't know how to get to say this, a person who's straightforward, she stands her ground. I'd urge you all, please, vote for CPA Mollen and vote for the Agile agenda. And you can guarantee this, that you can take this to the bank, that you won't regret doing that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That is so powerful in solidarity with a friend. who publicly says has mentored her. That is wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, have an online person, Mr. CPA Konko. Jim, take it up.
Thank you so much. Really privileged to be here, esteemed colleagues, CPAs, FCPAs. So when you called my name earlier, I joined the session not expecting to speak, so my device was quite a distance from me. So I had to rush to get to it. By the time I got to it, I think the program had moved on. But really great to be here and to witness CPA Mollen launch her campaign. I met CPA Mollen on a food line somewhere. We were serving food, and that's where we first engaged. And our engagement then was quite brief, but what I picked from her is that she was actually quite passionate and very humble. Actually, when we started speaking, I didn't know she was very active at the branch level, and she mentioned that she was going for council. I didn't know it was going to be this soon. I guess she's the real definition of kusema na kutenda, but really want to wish her well. I think the one thing that I'm picking from this session today is that her career has been very impactful. There are so many people from so many walks of life who are coming on stage, and the one message that they're all carrying is that Mollen has impacted them in one or the other. So I hope that when she gets to council, she'll continue that spirit. She's spoken about engagement. A lot of accountants on our platform from FPKE, so is RISPA, and some of the people I can see on this call, and on that side, I've been privileged to be on our Talk Thursday and other platforms. And it's a very active group of 1,000 professionals. And one message that keeps coming across is that ISPAC needs to do more. ISPAC needs to do more. So CPA Mollen and FCP Hesbon and other council members who are on this call, the onus is on you, even as you take up the leadership mantle. Congratulations and all the best to you, CPA Mollen.
Thank you so much. Wanasema Waswahili kwamba gumzo ni gumzo tu, lakini gumzo iliyo bora ni gumzo lenye mada ndani yake, kwani gumzo sampuli hiyo ni gumzo ya kunakiliwa katika vitabu vya kumbukumbu. Na hivyo basi wale wajaji pia wakasema kwamba kupa mpe akupeaye, asiokupa usimpe kwani ni kupe. What you do with that information is none of my business. I want to say that some scholars or philosophers say something that I believe you might have interacted with. The best leaders are the most reluctant to lead and most committed to serve. Anonymous. Kwa wakati huu niweze kusema kwamba kile kilicho na sura nilisema bila shaka lazima kiwe na so okay. I was wrapping up, but because the lady of the day insists that CPA, Wesley Osiro, has to say a word. And Victor Wood. Okay, what does the member say? Okay, the highs have it. Now, CPA Victor Wood will take it first, then Wesley Osiro. Then I have to struggle to get a closing quote again. Maybe struggle. Okay, Wesley. Did I say who will take it first? Wesley. Okay, Wesley, that we do. Then Victor, CPA. Please try to check. You can unmute, then speak.
Is it?
Can you try to unmute and then speak? We're not getting you. Sorry. Okay, can you try now?
I'm trying to.
Okay, we're getting you now.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I would like to be very biased for today. CPA Mollen Achayo is my mom, and I would like to urge all the CPAs and the FCPAs to kindly vote for her. I will speak from a very biased point of view. Considering she's my mom, I will not encourage anyone to vote for all the other candidates, but to consider voting for her because she's my mom. That is the first point. The other thing is that I believe she's tried and tested, and she's up to the task. She has all the things that she has said in a manifesto are achievable and are things that, if given the opportunity, she will do. I would like to wish her all the best. I'm studying for my exams, which are starting tomorrow, but I've taken a little bit of my time to come and listen to whatever he's saying today, because I believe she's up to the task, and that is how dear I hold her to my heart. So kindly come the 15th, all the certified public accountants vote for my mom, and I know if you consider voting for her, she will do whatever her manifesto says. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What stands out here is that there is a total family solidarity in this quest. And you don't have any reason to doubt that maybe when Mollen is engaged so much with Martha's duty, then there will be a problem back at home. Everybody is here and is pledging their solidarity towards this initiative. The next person who raised his hand, did I lose him? Victor, where are you? Sorry, CPA Victor. Need to be more careful next time so that I don't forget the title. CPA Victor, are you still there? Okay, Victor dropped. Since Victor dropped, ladies and gentlemen, we can talk forever. I know we still have a lot to do, and I want to urge you, though I don't have any vote to cast on that material day, that since you don't need to be told that your party should be round, whatever we've had, the testimonies that we've had from very, very many professionals who have spoken, and even those who have not gotten an opportunity to speak, you can clearly say that you have the candidate. Allow me now take this one last opportunity to allow one more time my brother Philip Jumbe. I know Mollen called him PJ. Maybe somebody was silently asking what PJ means in full. He's called Philip Jumbe. Just come, please. Just come over. You are going to say the last prayer as we conclude. So at least I'm aware that Jumbe and I are not CPAs. But again, we find ourselves in the communications field. We work together. We have the same employer. And we also came here just to show our solidarity to our friend and his friend even more. Please say a word of prayer. And if it is not too much to ask, for those who are physically present, allow me to request you to be on your feet so that we pray together as we conclude.
Thank you so much. Let's believe and pray. Our Father and our God, we want to thank you for bringing us this far. It is not in our power or in our strength, but it is because of your grace. We want to thank you for our children who found time to gather here, both online and physical. We want to commit our sister Mollen into your hands, Father, that as she's pursuing this King of glory, may honor be unto your name. We are presenting her as a candidate before you, and we are requesting the approval of the heavens. For we know what is approved in heaven cannot be disapproved anywhere. Lord God, as we disperse and retire for the night, keep us safe under your wings. Keep us safe from any harm and danger. For those who are traveling, Lord God, give them journey mercies. We commit the rest of the night, commit the rest of the week, the rest of the campaigns unto you, that Father, may you lead as we come after you. For that is my prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you so much. And
Amen.
may God bless him. Sorry, did I hear something from my co-host?
No, I was only saying amen.
Okay, thank you.
Or amen, yes.
Okay, we are
Thank
free
you
to
so
leave,
much.
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. God bless you.